Hello everyone, today in Sangee's Cookery we are going to see how to prepare mirchi ka salan recipe. This particular recipe is a special recipe which belongs to the Hyderabad cuisine, and this is usually served in Hyderabad along with biryani, but this can also be served along with rotis or parathas also. This has got a very unique flavor, and especially the peanuts and the til and the dry coconut definitely adds to the flavor of this mirchi ki salan recipe. It's a very interesting recipe, and before we go into the procedure as to how to prepare this recipe, if you're watching my video for the first time, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon for further interesting recipes and notifications. The ingredients required for preparing the mirchi ki salan are, I've taken around 8 to 9 bhaji chilies, or you can even take the thick chilies which is less spicier ones, 8 to 9 flakes of garlic and 2 small pieces of ginger, 2 onions which I'm going to finely chop it. For roasting and grinding, 4 tablespoons of peanuts, 2 tablespoons of the dry copra, 1 teaspoon of jeera, 4 to 5 red chilies and 1 tablespoon of the coriander seeds of the dhania. I'll also be dry roasting the white til which is around 2 tablespoons, and for seasoning 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and 1 teaspoon of jeera, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, some coriander leaves required for garnishing, salt to taste, 2 tomatoes which is roughly chopped, few curry leaves required for seasoning. I prepared a paste out of tamarind and dates and jaggery, equal quantity. I have boiled the dates and the tamarind pulp and I have ground it into a smooth paste. I have also added a teaspoon of roasted jeera powder to it. So this usually I have it handy. So if you don't have it handy, you can always prepare this paste. I'll be adding this paste for stuffing the chilies as well as in the gravy. So first I've heated up a pan. So now first I'm going to dry roast the peanuts. Peanuts are almost getting fried. I'm also adding the til and also the dhania and the red chilies as well as the jeera. The groundnuts and the til is almost half done. I'm also adding the grated copra. This is the dry coconut or the copra. In case if you don't have the dry copra, you can always substitute this with the ordinary grated coconut or with the desiccated coconut. I've washed the garlic and I've added it. Let's fry this for a few minutes. So once it's almost done. So what I've done is 1.5 onions I've actually cut into small pieces which I'll be frying here, and we are going to grind it into smooth paste, and half onion I'll be adding it as finely chopped. So finally I'm adding the roughly chopped tomatoes as well. Give it a quick stir. Fry for a few minutes and we're going to grind all these ingredients into a smooth paste. Now I'm going to transfer all the fried ingredients to the mixie jar, and along with the soaked poppy seeds and ginger, I'm going to grind this into a smooth paste. So for making the mirchi ki salan, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slit the chilies like this. Since this is the bhajia chili, it's not very spicy, but still I'm just going to take out the seeds, and if you don't get this kind of chili, you can always get the fat chilies which are less spicy. So I'm just going to de-seed it like this. Similarly, I'll be doing for the remaining chilies as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the tamarind jaggery and dates ka paste inside this. So similarly I'm going to stuff the remaining chilies as well. So I've added 4 tablespoons of oil and we're going to fry the chilies one by one. Just fry for about 3 to 4 minutes. Once the chilies are fried, we'll take out the chilies and keep it aside. Now in the same pan, I'm adding some more oil. So once the oil becomes hot, I'm adding the mustard as well as the jeera. So once the mustard seeds splutter, I'm also adding the washed curry leaves. I'm also adding the finely chopped onions. This is half of the onion which we have kept aside. Now we'll be adding the masala powders as well, which is the turmeric powder, the red chili powder. Now I'll also be adding the ground masala along with the dry coconut which we have ground into a smooth paste. I'll be adding that. Let's fry this for a few minutes. The salt required for the gravy. We can also add half a teaspoon of the garam masala powder. Again, this is optional. I'm also adding the remaining imli dates chutney. And if you have not prepared the imli dates ka chutney, you add the tamarind water and a little bit of jaggery is required for this dish. Since that particular chutney has everything, I'm just adding only that particular chutney. I'm also going to add the fried chilies and also some water and allow it to cook for a few minutes. Approximately around half a liter of water. Let's cover this and cook for a few minutes. Let the flame be somewhere between low to medium. So it's been cooking for about 15 minutes. You can see it's nicely boiling. At this stage we'll just switch off the gas. Our mirchi ki salan is ready. So we're going to transfer this to the serving bowl. So the tasty and yummy mirchi ki salan is ready. I'm just going to finally garnish with the fresh coriander leaves. So I hope you'll all try out the mirchi ki salan recipe, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and relatives. Have a nice, spicy and a tangy day.